Mercenaries 2 World in Flames. I've already played through this game on my PlayStation 3. Yeah, was it? Yeah, PlayStation 3. I did a How Bad Is It? I'm going to be playing through this on PC because I had kept trying to get this working online. I don't know if I want to pick Mooey, Jacobs, or Nilsson. Nilsson's got the best abilities, quickest health regeneration, but he's got the most annoying voice actor. I don't got anything against Peter Stormare. It's just the voice lines he does. Mooey's quite irritating. I'll just go with Nilsson. But the problem I was having trying to record this with, it worked fine on EA's Origin. Then they switched over to the EA desktop, and I couldn't get this game working properly, especially with the button prompts during the minigames that were coming up all fucked up. So I ordered a external DVD for my computer, and I have the disc version of it. The disc version works perfectly fine. I wasn't having any problems with minigames. So I'm going to be playing through this in PC, 4K, 60 frames per second. PC version's got a little bit of wonky controls, but other than that, it looks a hell of a lot better. And playing at 60 frames per second is always nice. Peter Stormare, Nilsson.
Matthias, brother, good to see you again. It has been a long time.
They got a
since
Viking
the
to play a Viking.
Yeah, I remember seeing your big ass as you ran away.
The money dried up.
If you don't know who Peter Stormare is,
You should have done the same.
and you've played the game Until Dawn,
I need
he was
you,
the
brother.
psychiatrist.
No one sees the
Like,
boss.
literally, that was him.
Blanco, this is your friend?
Matthias, this is Ramon Solano. Mr. Solano
What's
is
the contract?
Last week, General Carlos Carmona and his soldiers attempted a coup. A small faction in Carmona's army objected. They captured him and are holding him prisoner.
And you got some great plan for General Carmona and his army?
I have great plans for Venezuela.
So, it's me against a bunch of VC soldiers.
That's it. Will you accept the contract?
Sure, I'll take your money.
Welcome to Venezuela.
Solana's paperwork arrived, so
So we're good to go.
I've hacked into a CIA satellite.
I can see you and most of the area around you.
If you're in a
working
CIA
off a
satellite, I'm
laptop
pretty sure
connected
they
to
know
Cell
you're
phone
there.
here, so don't expect miracles.
Leave the miracles to me. You just keep me pointed in the
CIA
right direction.
has tentacles everywhere. Gigantic CIA satanic tentacles.
Carmona's being held captive on that island up ahead.
Yeah, I mean, this looks a hell of a lot different from the 360 version, or PS3 version already.
Just past those rocks. Just pilot
You
your
can
boat
see
right
that
between
the controls for keyboard are laid out like, I don't know what you're supposed to be able to tell those buttons are. So low resolution. It's not a great PC port. The PC port was not done by the original studio Pandemic. It was done by someone else. I don't remember their name. I just looked this up the other day and I forgot.
Hold on a sec. I'm having one of
But it's
Solana's
not
television
artificial
pilots drop in a weapon and some ammo into your current
mind and
location.
intelligence or something. That was the PS2 version, which I'm also going to play through.
Time to get down
This one
and
was done by a studio that I've heard of before, I just can't remember the name.
Oh, good. I was starting to get lonely.
Having one of these grenade launchers would be awesome. It's like a grenade launching revolver. Who wouldn't love it? A gun. Shoot. Reload. Magazine. Oh yeah, the controls are very loose, very wonky.
Fortunately, Solana's provided
But
us
they
with
work.
support. Let me take care of that now. I need you to open your PDA so I can sync up your current GPS coordinates.
I'm sorry, what do you want me to do? Why is the captain symbol up there? I guess that's supposed to be an old select button.
Thanks. Okay, we're good. That's a new device you've got there, so you might want to play around with it for a minute and familiarize yourself with its functionality. When you're ready to move on, close the PDA.
She wants me to play around with it for a little bit.
This is Fiona Taylor requesting air support.
He's picking his nose.
Roger, I am in the area and ready to deploy on your command.
Okay, we're all set. Call in the strike when you're ready. Move the satellite camera over the target and confirm it. And that's that. You might want to back up from the target and get behind some cover.
Nah, there's no such thing as danger close.
Okay, Carmona's located in an old colonial fortress in the hills. I've marked the next waypoint.
Wait, the AK back here, is it one of the old school looking ones, the original? Yeah, I'll take that.
Hello, my old friend. I will call
That's what my AK looks like. I don't like the ones that are all black.
A lot of people now
I like the ones that have the wooden furniture on them. That's how they're supposed to look.
Kill the mercenary. Amateur.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's weapon swap. I do have grenades, alright. I always gotta blow up the explosive barrels.
Smells good.
You're gonna need a set of wheels down there. Get rid of those enemies up ahead, and I'll have one of Solano's men chopper in a vehicle for you. Good. The area's clear. Wait right there while your vehicle is delivered.
I gotta wait.
Okay, you're all set. Head to the next location I've marked, and I'll keep looking for Carmona.
What a perfectly good piece of shit. I remember when this game came out in 2008 or 2009. I think it was 09. Hugo Chavez was bitching up a storm. He was the leader of Venezuela at the time, saying that this game was made specifically to drum up support for U.S. invasion of Venezuela, which I'm not saying my government didn't want to do it. They did, but the game wasn't made for that point. Not to mention, the game just makes fun of imperialism.
Time for another airstrike?
It's one of its main themes. It's not extremely overt, but it's there.
Air support is on the way.
Great work. The road up ahead is going to be pretty tough, so I'm going to have one of Solano's men chopper in a tank for you.
See if
Yeah, they got a bunch of interesting tanks in this game. I actually went through at one point, and I think it was during my How Bad Is It playthrough. I was looking through to see if these were all based off of real tanks, or if they were just fictional, but no, they're all based off of real tanks. Apparently this is based off of a French tank, an AMX something. World of Tank players would probably recognize it, but I didn't. And you've got some weird ones in here too, like what was it, the Gorilla. The tank that they have kind of looks like an old Sherman, but it's not. I think it's an old Sheridan tank, a light tank. The one that interested me the most was the one that Universal Petroleum uses, the Mantis. I don't remember what that was based off of, but it was really cool looking.
pick the wrong side.
Yeah, there was some sort of website out there that had the real-life equivalents of all the different vehicles in this game, except for, you know, the made-up ones, stuff that EVA sells to you, like the Panzer Cycle. Sells you for $1 million and it's worthless. I think the Panzer Cycle's a pretty good comparison to this game in general, just half-baked. The first Mercenaries was so good, though. I really wish that EA would get off their asses, which they're not going to. EA is a horrible publisher. And hire a new team to just... I wouldn't necessarily say reboot the franchise, because they'll probably woke it up. But just remake it. Actually, they'd probably fuck that up too. Never mind. Just leave it in memory. Because I understand that they just murdered Dead Space in the remake. I haven't played through it yet, but I was reading through something else. I think it was reading up about how they're woken up the new Fable game, and I came across the Dead Space shit, and I'm like, oh, thanks, EA. You ruined another one. I always have to destroy as much of this building as I can. And you always see the same left-hard talking points every time the transgender thing comes up, and it's the inclusivity, diversity, equity, inclusion, all that shit in video games. It's like, it's not a big deal. Imagine being one of those guys that gets upset about it. Well, apparently it is a big deal because you have to have it in everything. If it wasn't a big deal, you wouldn't care if it wasn't there, would you? Oh no, but it's gotta be there. Apparently it is a big deal. Fucking liars. Bunch of sophists. My tank about blown up?
My favorite.
No, it's not. Wonder if my grenade launcher will blow that up. Should. Hit it in the ass enough. Okay, that tank's got more armor than I thought. It's kind of weird seeing buildings with health bars. You're going to have to deal with the mouse cursor up there. You can't get rid of it.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Nielsen.
It's nice to see
Solana
you too.
sent me here to get you.
Where's the rest of your team?
I survived.
I'm a one-man goddamn army.
Knows a good deal when he sees it. Let's get the hell out of here.
I didn't know if he wanted to thank him or fuck him by the way he was looking at him.
Job well done, brother.
You should have come along. People running and screaming in fear. You would have fit right in.
Ooh, ripping on him
The
hard.
petroleum will be our
Excuse me,
first.
Mr. Solano.
Ah, Matthias. I have another job that needs doing.
That black guy.
I get paid.
He's wearing
The
a
job is not
leather
for you. The job
vest
is
with
you.
nothing underneath it. That looks mighty uncomfortable.
Tomorrow, General Carmona's troops will roll into the capital.
He's like, I don't
and
mind
will be
chafing. He's wearing
Venezuela's
all
new leader.
leather.
Sure.
This means there will be many bounties
I think
on my
he's a
head.
stripper.
I can't have your friends hunting me. It's bad for business.
So is this. Now I have to kill you.
Solano's using a P08 Luger,
Sorry, brother.
and he's got a Smith & Wesson 500.
There!
I like those pistols, but I won't never want one. I'd rather have the Smith & Wesson 460. It's just as strong and it shoots 3 different types of rounds.
After orchestrating what analysts are already referring to as a military coup, General Carmona invited billionaire entrepreneur Ramon Solano to act as the civilian leader of an interim government.
Matthias,
pending
please,
democratic elections.
sit down.
He can't. He got shot in the
Upper
ass.
thigh.
We're leaving Venezuela tonight.
No.
Solano controls the army now. It's not safe to operate here.
I'm used to people trying to kill me, but this is something
It
personal.
kind of bothers me
Yeah, no
how
one shoots him in the ass and gets away with it.
And he didn't get paid.
you have the other
I'm being
mercs
told
here,
now
but
that Ramon Solano is
they don't
leaving
really do anything in the
Let's join
game.
that in progress.
If a co-op player joined you, they could play as one of the other ones, whoever they were playing through in their game, but it would have been nice if you could interact with the other mercs in the solo mode. So many missed opportunities with this one.
Yeah, everybody pays. Blanco Carmona. You.
The whole revenge story plot wasn't that great either.
Everybody pays.
All eyes now turn to the Latin American country, which possesses an estimated 1/3 of the world's strategic oil reserve.
The oil revenues should be going to the people. It belongs to them.
It's set. It doesn't matter how you spend it. This Carmona guy, Solano's tower, and now Solano's preparing a famous study.
A third of the world's oil. I wonder if they're still selling the lie that that shit's not replenishing. Don't believe me? Look it up. The oil in the Saudi oil basin. It's replenishing. They're not exactly sure how it's doing it, but the whole fossil fuel theory doesn't stand up. According to that theory, the fuel, it just depletes. It's a finite resource. Once it's gone, it's gone. But it replenishes itself. Saudi oil basin keeps getting new oil pumped into it from some source. My guess, the Earth's producing it.
President Solano, meanwhile, promised to throw his own considerable resources behind his programs to turn Venezuela into, as he put it, a South American superpower.
The oil belongs to you, the people.
I can't imagine Venezuela being a South American superpower. Maybe Brazil, but... or Argentina. Although that new guy that got in down there in Argentina, as many as people on my side of the political faction love him, that Milei or whatever his name is, he's just a stooge for the international bankers. He's openly said that he loves monopolies.
You'd be broke in a week if I wasn't here to tell you where to go.
I think there's a part back here.
Alright, if we're gonna do this, let's do it right. We need a base of
Nope,
operations.
just a bunch of shacks and plywood. And of course they have a chopper sitting here. Can I do tricks on it? Not really. Why would you shoot at me when I'm on a bike? I keep forgetting what the switch weapon button is. Where is that? Oh, it ended up all the way over here. Damn. I was gonna say there was another crate over there. If I had a hard time finding that, I'll never find the RPG. Yeah, I don't like how those AKs look at all. God, they just look bad. It's an eyesore. Of course, I could imagine putting plastic on it to reduce the overall weight, but other than that, I mean, you could at least make it look good. Kalashnikov USA makes some nice ones. They're just understandably more expensive.
I will call you Lobisa. Let's kill a whole lot of people now, Lobisa.
I thought that was kind of clever on Kalashnikov's part. Like, oh well, so you're banning imports of Russian goods, stuff like ammo, AKs, weapons, stuff like that. Okay, we'll just set up a plant in America. Doesn't bother me, I love AKs. I could have sworn there was an RPG over here too. Oh, that's a health kit. I was gonna take that vehicle, but it kind of drove away. Want to go on a ride with me? He's like, bitch, no, I'm getting out. Move, bitch, get out the way.
No one knows where Solano is. He evacuated his villa, but I'm sure he's keeping an eye on it. This will be a great way to send him a message.
Can I make it over?
Solano's left a few squads of
Oh, shit, I did. I still need to go back up to the front anyway to get the C4 that's out there.
I just want to kill everyone and steal Solano's home.
Do you ever want to drive through a hedge maze? Who gets a hedge maze? This asshole. Apparently the hedge maze does a lot of damage to your vehicle. Let's just leave like cases of money sitting in the middle of a hedge maze. See how many people off the street you get lost in there. There's a bunch of money in the middle. Go find it. They're stuck in there for days, starving to death. I'll find it. Look, there's 60k in the middle here. Some oil. I didn't like that addition to this either. Having two different types of currency in the game. You had the oil and you had actual money to buy stuff with, but you needed to kill all airstrikes and vehicles, and I thought that was stupid.
I was hoping for a tank, maybe a helicopter. Damn it, heavy as well. Get down! Attack! Advancing! Where is it? Where is it?
Where's that vehicle? Where's the rest of the C4? There it is. Okay, that happened. He was floating. Well, I still got that original AK. Yeah, I do. I'll probably keep that thing throughout the whole game until I get to the second half, when the Chinese get here. They've got the best rifles in the game. That LMG of theirs is like the only accurate weapon outside of the hunting pistol and the sniper rifles. I didn't know if he'd get through there. He did.
Why can't everything be rocket propelled?
I don't know, Matthias. That is a good question. How many house parties do you think Solano threw where people got drunk and came out here and swam? Yeah, you might want to not do that. I got piranhas in there. But you got steps. Wouldn't that mean you want people to go in there?
Is that the mercenary? Where is it?
What kind of pistol is that? After I'm done getting shot at, I'll look at it.
They're behind the tree! Behind that tree!
Hmm.
Right behind that! Shoot!
Can't really tell. Kind of looks like it might have been a SIG.
They're behind the tree! Behind that tree!
Sorry, I'm still getting used to the buttons.
Behind that tree! They're behind the tree!
I don't know. It's certainly not a Glock. Whatever it is, it looks like a .45 caliber.
Behind that tree! Advancing! Shoot! The enemy is here! Die, Mercenaries! The enemy is here! Amateurs! Behind that structure! No one on the... Yeah, hold on! There's no one on that weapon! I'm ready! The wrong side!
Yeah, you might be able to tell some of the problems with the controls. There's either too much or too little input.
Good. What do I get?
Like, the dead zone's really large, so when I'm trying to do fine aiming, well, not when you zoom in, it just goes all completely bonkers in. Right here,
Cover me! I'm going for the emplaced weapon!
if I try to move right or left just slightly, I have to move the thumbstick way too far to get a response, but then once I get a response, the acceleration just takes off. The controls on the console version of the game were pretty hefty, but they work really well. Can't say the same here. I'll take the RPG.
Everything be rocket propelled.
Where'd his munitions pack go? Who cares?
RPG, time to blow something up. Behind that! Shoot! Behind that car! I'm coming.
Hurry up! I'm on a 1200 board modem here. It's embarrassing.
I don't know what that is.
Fancy!
But at the time this came out, I believe some people were still using dial-up.
Amateurs!
I'm not saying I think that's dial-up. I'm just saying dial-up was slow as hell. And it would be embarrassing.
No, Solano's not the problem. I think this is mercenary. The wrong side.
Sorry, I got distracted by the level of detail in the background.
Behind that tree.
I was like noticing a line where the mountains were popping in and out.
They're behind the tree.
Because this was a 360 game, like you can note. Yeah, I just saw the LOD pop in and out on the mountains again. You can really notice it with the foliage here. Like, look off in the distance there, right where the edge of that hill is. Move forward. Vegetation just starts to pop up. The old consoles had to do that because they had limited memory. It's not really an issue now. But you can see the same thing with like shadows and the textures on the wall there. Like those vines. Watch when I get closer. They just don't render it at full quality at distance. Computationally, it's too expensive. They don't really have to do that all that much now, because the consoles that are out, PS5 and Series X, are considerably more powerful, have a lot of VRAM.
Okay, that does it for the estate grounds. I'm seeing some activity inside the villa. Go check it out.
I couldn't imagine walking into a place and be like, yep, this is my home. Not because I would like it, I look at this and I just think wasted space.
You gotta be kidding me?
What's going on? Is there any resistance inside?
Yeah, the mini games are working properly. Every time I tried to play this on PC, it was all screwed up. Kept giving me weird button prompts and shit.
That was it. Wait.
Yeah, and this is another French tank.
All sides.
Let them come,
I'm pretty sure all the BZ tanks are French. Just blow up the villa. Screw your statue. Put some clothes on, bitch.
That's it. They're running and fleeing in terror. One evacuated Spanish villa secured. Contract complete.
Okay, this is our place now. Where's Solano?
No one knows. Besides, we have no money.
That's fine. Get us some money then.
It looks like Universal Petroleum has some contracts available.
Universal Petroleum?
Huge oil company. They own all the derricks in the...
They're run by a woman called Rubin?
Yeah, Lorraine Rubin. How'd you know?
I know where Blanco is.
Look at that. She deals with Blanco. And if we find Blanco...
We find Solano.
Let's see where this cuts off at here. Alright, yeah, this is a good place to cut it off. There's the intro.